The issues of relationship will never stop coming to life, coming to involvement in our various relationship or in our lives. As long as we exist, we will surely continue talking and having this conversation about relationships until relationship gets better every day. A very good evening to you and welcome to Relationship Saga on Eagles 102.3. Abuja, your radio experience can count on. My name is Rachel Aben, aka Holy Ray. All right, it is another Saturday right here for me and you to have this conversation about sensitizing our various relationships, sensitizing people around people having difficulties in relationships, all to ensure that we can, of course, solidify our relationships of any kind. All right. And of course, in case you're just joining me for the first time, this right here is a show that comes to you every Saturday at 8 p.m. And is a show where we have this conversation about successes and challenges in relationship of any kind. And together we talk about it right here on radio and see how we can proffer solutions to it. And also right here on the show, we have relationship experts always around the corner to help us solidify our relationships of any kind. Okay, and here we talk about issues, real life stories, real life involvement emanating from relationships, marriage, divorce, separation, early childhood violation. We talk about siblings dispute, family dispute, and the reason for this conversation, see how we can solidify our relationship and be better persons in our various relationship. And of course, on the show today, my relationship expert is supposed to join us, but for one or two reasons, he couldn't join us on the show. But he is sending us a voice note in regards to what we will be having a conversation on this evening. So, I check on you a bit. I want to be sure that you are doing well, and I'm happy. I want to also believe that you are fine and doing well, okay? And I'm sure you are staying safe. And of course, I can remember one, two, three, four, five, even more of you that are always keeping a loyal dates with me this every Saturday evening. So I remember you very well. So I'm talking of all of you that I can't remember your names, but I remember John, Solomon, Uche, Samson, Mayor, Shadow. I can't remember all, but I want to believe that you are really, really safe. You are okay. All right. So last week we wrap up the second episode of making the right choice. Okay, we wrap up that last week where we talked about man and woman, know the right thing to do as a single parent and not letting too much water to pass beneath the bridge. Living your life and trying to be useful and trying to be resourceful and trying to equip yourself with self-development and all of that. And what we're going to be doing in 2025 is when we have a talk we don't have enough time to talk about it. What we will do is we will carry forward that topic for a proper conversation, because what is the conversation for? It's for changes in our various relationship and to solidify relationship. And of course, the slogan of Relationship Saga is mending the broken heart, and of course, consoling emotion, mending the broken hearts and consoling emotions. I beg your pardon. So that is why we will be doing that this year, 2025. We don't just want to be having a conversation and it. So when you bring your real life stories, that is very, very important. We cannot, if we couldn't finish the conversation on that Saturday time, we will carry forward so that we can have a better conversation, so that everyone will have a contribution that will change the life of someone somewhere. And I also want you to know that if you have a story to share to change other people's life, okay, all you need to do is send me an SMS and I will be right there, to receive story. In case you don't want to come talk about it by yourself on radio, just have it. Maybe I can have you send me a voice note or just send me a chat message, then I could read it while on the program. But I tell you, it is an open program for everyone that is going through some sort of relationship challenges or you're too excited about what is happening in your relationship and you want to share with us, you can come here and share with us on radio. We will be happy, to be part of your life. So, after that, away from that a bit, let's now move to the real program of today. Okay, so today we're going to be having this show on two slides. So the first slide is a young lady who reached out to me from the social media platforms and said she's been in a relationship for about 5 years and some months, still counting, and the boyfriend is not making any advances of putting a permanent foundation on this relationship, and she was worried about it. So now that they've entered new year, which is 2025, so she called his attention, to say, what's the way forward? What should I be expecting from this relationship? What do you think is going to happen? What's your plan? This is a new year, so I want to, I prioritize my focus. I want to be focused, and the next thing was the guy got angry. The guy was upset. Why would she ask him such question at this time? And as a result of that, he's not talking to her at the moment. And she reached out to me and said, please, can you bring this to your program? I want to hear what other people have to say. I want to be sure that I am not making a mistake. Because with that reaction, I have really, 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 learned my lessons, and I want to give him some space. I want to give him space because I am in a relationship for 5 good years, 5 years. I'm still counting, and I'm asking you for the way forward. And you think I was too hasty about it? I was too fast about it? 5 years? So now she feels she has done nothing wrong, but the guy knows she did something wrong, So that is that. We're going to talk about that one. So on that one, when I open the phone lines, right, I just want to get your opinion, your thoughts. Is she on the right track? Was there anything wrong with the question? Is there anything wrong with what she asked him? 5 years and still counting. And you haven't said anything and you haven't done anything. First, I need to know where I stand. What are we doing? Where is this relationship leading us to? Where is it going to end? How is it going to end? I think she made a mistake asking that question, or she's on the right track. And do you think the guy's reaction was called for, or it's really uncalled for? All right, so that is another slide. So the second, I want to believe that you are in this same country that I am, and you're seeing all the stories that have been flying on social media. It's practically not been easy for you to go on social media platforms and you don't scroll like one page to the next in less than 2 minutes and you're not seeing something disastrous. It's almost not possible. So either you'll see that a woman had done something to her man, or a man done something to her woman, or you'll see that this one has unlived somebody of that because of this. I want to believe that we are all saying that. So my question is, on the second slide, what do you think we can do as human beings, as adults who are involved in a relationship? What do you think we can do to stay safe? What are those things that you think we can do to stay safe in a relationship? So don't forget, if you call in, you're contributing from the first slide, which is the girl who is in a relationship of 5 years, asking her boyfriend, what is the way forward in 2025? You're not saying anything, no engagements, no conversation, no marriage or plans, I beg your pardon, no marriage plans, no marriage conversation, and the guy is offended by her question. Do you think she did the right thing or she did the wrong thing? Or do you think the guy's reaction is also uncalled for? All right. And if you're just joining me, this is Relationships with Holy Ray on Eagles 102.3, your radio experience you can count on. And of course, if you're not joining me via the social media, then rush now and go join me on YouTube and Facebook at Eagles FM Abuja. Make sure you participate. I did a giveaway last week. For this week, I'm not going to mention what I'm going to do, but just make sure that you are joining me via the Facebook or via the YouTube channel, Eagles FM. All right. And then at the end of the show, I'll definitely call out the handles for the show so that you can also go and give us a follow and give a subscription. Okay. So go and join us on Facebook. All you need to do is just search for Eagles FM Abuja. YouTube, Eagles FM Abuja. Your girl Holy Ray is there. And don't forget that you can also join the conversation from the social media platform by dropping your own message, your own contribution right there. And Holy Ray will take it up from there. So the number to call is 07075. I beg your pardon, 09073530044 or 09087668888. Call me or send me a WhatsApp message to 09097054450. Hello. Good evening, John. How are you doing? Oh my God, I'm so happy. It's nice to know that you are staying safe and you're fine. Everything is fine. We bless God. Okay. Yes, me too. I can hear you.
You want me to move to approach a girl. Well, I've seen the will of God. If I approach the pastor, or should I approach the pastor first of all? So then I will now do it. You understand me? So this one I'm just talking about Christianity. And these people, they are in a relationship for 5 years by school. Like if the school says something they are graduated, I serious, because what is happening? Seriously, staying in a relationship for 5 years, they say that we done that too. That even make you use that. Just make me know something from one to like if it's not the kind of person that just angry. I just take my example.
Yes.
But I'm there that
Hi, Josh.
she has to keep that plan. I hear you.
Yes, I'm with you.
She has to keep that plan and be very, very careful. You understand me?
Yeah.
Because she's supposed to know that if she gives this kind of thing, I will ask her, and the kind of person that does people. So that kind of person, you don't have to use your relationship with that kind of person. But most people is not concerned. So let me just say this. Yes, most people is not concerned. That is why only the starting and other things being comfort. So for me, that girl is not really bad to you. Like, girl is not really bad to you. But they are not in a relationship. The girl is not really bad.
Okay, so do you think she should hold on a bit? She should just give the guy time to come back around, or she should just begin to set priorities right?
She should have time around me to like to come around me. She doesn't know what that. It's like not the like you just waiting the next time now. Because you don't have.
All right, thank you, John. Thank you so much for that contribution. Of course, like I always say it right here on air, right? I told us that in as much as it's not easy to walk away, all right, but it's not also enough for you minded to so many things that are threatening your life and your peace of mind, definitely. So if you are in that relationship and you ask this sort of question at this time of the relationship, and the person is picking offense and is feeling offended because you asked this question, then I know you're watching and I know you're listening because you had told me you were going to listen. Okay. So I believe you had everything that my first caller just pinpoint right there. I mean, you did not do any, you didn't make any mistake asking these questions. But let me take this one, then I'll come back to the gossip. Hello. Yes, good evening.
Hello.
Good evening to you this evening. Oh, Uzama, it's nice to have you call me. Welcome, sir.
So you know, relationship affect is what it is.
Mm. Okay.
What can you do? What can you do? If you do, that's what it is.
Yes, I'm with you. Although your line is not quite clear. Your line is okay. 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 Hmm. Hmm. Okay. Thank you. Yes. All right, thank you so much, Uzama. Although your line was not really clear, I was struggling between trying to hear you properly because of the network, noisy background, and all of that. Yes, so Uzama is of the opinion that for her to be in a relationship for 5 good years before asking the question, it means she has exhausted her patience, and now the guy feels like she shouldn't have asked the question. So Uzoma is of the opinion that probably this guy does not have any intention of taking the relationship far. Because for a relationship that you're not for 5 good years, and 2 years was not enough for you to say, okay, baby, can we have an engagement? And 3 years is not enough for you to put a finger. 4 years and then 5 years and still counting. And then the lady is asking you at this point and say, okay, this is a new year. What should I be expecting? And you are offended by that. So he is thinking that he is not the only guy on the earth. So she should begin to think of having another relationship. I understand that it's not easy working away from a relationship you've built for that long, or sometimes let's not be blinded by some of this we call emotions and love, and then we'll be blinded from the real thing that is inimical to our relationship. That is the focus. All right, if you're just joining me, this is Relationship Saga with Holy Ray on Eagles 102.3, your radio experience you can count on. This show comes to you every Saturday, 8 p.m. is our date time right here on radio. And we talk about issues that are from relationships of different angles. It could be families dispute, it can be siblings dispute, it can be single parenting, marriage, divorce, separation, everything, challenges, successes in relationship, everything. That is what we talk about on this show. And we deal on real life experience. I said before, if you have a relationship story to share with us and you don't want your voice on radio, you don't want to be called on air, all you need to do, send me an SMS. Just say, I have a story. Okay, send it to 070 899 33005. Send me an SMS there, then I can listen to you, and then probably you might just have to drop either a voice note or a WhatsApp message so that I can come and read it on air for every other person to talk about your story and then others to learn from it. One thing about Relationship Saga is that it gives us that opportunity for others to learn from another person's mistake, all right? Now, even the story we're talking about today now, anyone that is listening will understand that I don't need to be in a relationship for decades before I ask the of the relationship. So, of course, and I also have a relationship expert who have given me a voice note right here in person of Oludaisi Joseph. He's a premarital relationship expert. He has dropped me a voice note via the portal number there. So at that point, I will play it so that we will also understand what we need to do, how we need to go about it, so we don't just waste our years in one relationship that does not have future for us, okay? So keep it locked in, don't touch that dial. There's S. Ray on Relationship Saga here on Eagles 102.3 FM Abuja. Now we're looking at the stories from perspective angle, right? The first slide of the story is the one with a lady who is 5 years in relationship, and she's just asking her boyfriend, what's the future of the relationship, and the guy is offended. Then the second slide of it is a conversation about security, and I believe that we are all aware of things that are happening here and there on social media and all of that. So there is need for us to begin to pin our feet down to advise each other on how to have a healthy relationship and on how to know that this person means well for me or this person does not mean well for me. So I was asking to avoid someone unliving another person, to avoid someone losing their life in a relationship, a toxic relationship, in silence. What are those things that you think we can do as adults in relationship, as man and woman in relationship? What do you think we can do to have a healthy relationship? Let's see how we can, enhance ourselves relationship wise to curtail and curb the issues of hurting each other in relationship. Yeah, but like I always say, if it's not working, you walk away, right? But I feel like sometimes it's really, really not, it's not to work away, people, I tell you. It's not easy to work away, especially when you've built this friendship, this relationship for a couple of years. So you begin to think of the back and the front, and you'll be like, oh my God. So I'm definitely going to have to start all over again. So start over again becomes your fear. And then for that reason, you stay put and then something happens. So please also talk about that, okay? So let me go and sell market. And when I come back, we'll keep up the conversation. Don't touch that dial. Keep it locked in. I'll be right back.
Question.
Hi.
Yeah, so the new year got a bread promo from my Abuja Home Limited Company where they support small and to rise. You remember last year, my Abuja Home gave back 200 plus for free.
I remember people rush the land.
Good. As 2025 start like this, bam, my Abuja Home Limited for the land where they 50 plots for free in the new year God out there promo.
250 again?
Yes, 250 plus only. Not be just any land. LCT.
Hi,
Just
Lekan.
pay the money for legal and admin, and you don't become landowner like me.
That was bros.
If you want 250 square meter plot, you pay only 500k, and for 500 square meter plot, you pay 800k only. But the promo they finish soon, no.
Wow, 500k and 800k, very affordable.
Our guy buy run reach my own office. He buy 4 plots at once, bam. So hurry by your own, no. The promo will soon end, no.
God I beg, help me bros before the land finish.
Just call 080-888-37426, 080-888-374, or 080-827-23824, 080-827-23824, or visit their website www.myabujahome.com.
Hi, Fume.
Live the life.
2.3 Abuja.
All right, welcome back. This is Eagles 102.3 FM, your radio experience you can count on. And the show is Relationship Saga. My name is Aben, aka Holy Ray. And today on the show, we are talking about. We have two stories already that we're having a conversation. In case you're just joining us, the first slide is the young lady who is in a relationship of 5 years and now is a new year, and she asked her boyfriend the future of the relationship, and the guy felt offended, and by doing that he's malicing her for some days now. They are not in talking terms, and she knows this question: is there a mistake in her question? What is wrong with her asking this question? Has she done something wrong? And that is what we're talking about. And then on the second slide of today's show, we are looking at insecurity. What can we do, or what do you think? What is your advice for people, for adults in relationship to do to cope the issue of we hurting each other even when we still love each other? Why should we hurt each other? Why should we allow the love that we have for each other to turn to hate, to the extent of you even thinking of harming another person, or even to unlife another one? Why do you think we can do to couple of that? That is the conversation we are having. And the number for you to call is 090 7353 0044 or 090 8766 8888. You can also call the WhatsApp number or send WhatsApp message to the WhatsApp number on 090970544 0544 and 0. Hello? Hello? Yes, good evening to you, and thanks for joining on the show. Oh, okay. Thank you so much for joining me on the show. Thank you so much. Is this your first time joining me on the show? Oh, wow. Yes. Hmm. Oh. For how many? 10 years.
She did everything on the machine already. She's doing everything. She's just the compiling the bill. So all those things I literally did it. I'm telling you. So when we finish the 6 days later, that was when I started that. I say yes, it is not like the later. Then I said to her everything, and I said that sorry. I offered some participation. We are still together from the
Wow. So you mean that the reason for your delay was because you want to make money. You want to work for more money before you get married. I beg your. And when she asked you this question, and you opened up to her that you don't have money to do what you want at the moment, and she has the money, and she supported you to carry out everything that concerns the wedding, and you paid back after you guys have been married. Please share with us, how do you do that?
How did I do that? And when we enter into the relationship,
Okay.
I don't need to be busy. I used to. I'm not a stable person. Yeah.
Okay.
So I was thinking is she's the kind of lady that maybe she wants to play game with me. So even some of my friends they told me that this lady I'm dating, I should be very careful. This girl I to know. I say no, I know what I'm doing. So that was watching. I kept watching her. I kept, sorry, I put some intelligence, even if in her absence, but as both females and me, making monitoring, studying her movement. But at the end of the day, I thought that this is for me. So I have no children.
Okay, so now with your own experience, what's your advice for this lady? You think she should hang on? Do you think the young man doesn't have money yet? That's why he's acting up?
No. I may not know his own reason, but I will plead with her to watch him a bit, give him time. And he should also reason with her. But if there is no problem, it is something they cannot play, she should move another time.
Thank you so much. You say I didn't get your name quite clear.
I'm Richard, Richard.
All right. Thank you, Richard, for joining me. This show is every Saturday, 8 p.m. I appreciate your contribution. I mean, so we still have people with this kind of amazing testimony. Then it means we have good girls out there now. Who says there? There are still good girls. Hello. Yes, good evening, and thank you for joining me on the show. What's your name? Okay. From Jos. Okay. Is this your first time? Oh, okay. Let me clap for you. All right. Welcome. Let me hear. Hello. Are you there? Hello. All right, you might just have to call me right back. And for those of you joining me via the social media platform, I cite you. I see you, Ogonebu Chief Faith says, very good evening to you, our mentor. Oh my God, I'm blushing right now. Okay, she said, a very good evening to you. In my own opinion, she is right by asking that question to know her stand. The guy's responses is a clear hint that he is not serious, and she should set boundaries in that relationship. If possible, should forget about that relationship and move on, because it shows that the guy did not value their relationship after spending a whole 5 years plus. All right, Solomon Language, you are doing a great job, my holy ray. Thank you, brother. And Lekan Shitsu, watching live. Thank you, Lekan, for joining. I tried chatting you up, but no response. Thank you so much for being there. Yeah, it's a good one. Let's have more people contributing to that. Hello? Hello? Hello, can you hear me? Good evening. Is this Annie or Eunice? Annie, Happy New Year. I've missed you. I didn't hear from you last week. I'm sick. And you? How have you been? Good to hear from you too. All right, talk to me. Okay. 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 Mm-hmm. I mean, yeah. And hear from him. All right, thank you, Annie. She should find a way. But the story of Richard of hanging on to a relationship for 10 years, and I'm beginning to have a different mindset already. Hello. Good evening this evening. How are ya? Eunice. Oh, so you were waiting for me to call your name before you come on board, Abby? Eunice, I missed you. I don't know. That granola. Where did you buy it from? Did you order it from Plateau State? I don't want not. It's like you brought the granola with so much love, so much love. I don't want it to finish. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Thank you so much for the gift. All right, Eunice, let's hear you. Okay. All right. Hmm.
And he's going to, it's okay, we made it up.
Hmm.
So he's showing her the sign.
Okay. All right. Maybe he's not interested, or maybe he's still interested. We don't know yet, but we will get to know. Calls coming through. You know how it is. We're trying to see how we can manage our 1 hour so we have enough time. We're just squeezing a few more calls, and then I'll play the voice from the relationship expert. That is Mr. Joseph Oludaisi. He is a premarital relationship expert. He is in charge of those who are about to take a bow, those who are getting ready, those who are in courtship. That's his own line of. Hello. Is this John? Okay, 070. I'll call it again so you can get it. The number for you to send me a message if you have a story to tell, okay? So the number is 070 899 33005. That is 070 Send me a message there. Also send a WhatsApp message. Just calm down, settle down, pour all your heart, type everything you want to type and send to me on that phone, and I'll get back to it. Okay. All right. I have a message here on WhatsApp. Okay, Sam Prince. He said hi. Okay, hello to you too. And Richard got me thinking. You were in a relationship for a whole 10 years. 10 years. Where did you get that girl from? Oh my God. I just feel like we still have a lot of good people, in as much as we feel like a lot is happening, times are changing, people are changing. We still have good people who have very good upbringing, who can make us good wives and good husbands. If not, how can you be in a relationship for 10 years and you don't complain? And then the day you complain and the man says, oh, my woman, I don't have money. That's why you said, okay, let me support. And you did everything, but women seven. She she did everything and then came back and collect all she spent. Yeah, but that's a good one. So that's why it is always very important that you understand yourselves, understand your partner, ask the right question. But before we go further, right, before time will begin to push us, let me play this voice note from the relationship expert. He is Mr. Joseph Oludaisi. Like I said earlier, he is a relationship expert. He's a relationship, pre-marital relationship. So please listen.
Now, the issue of time, and when people get involved in taking from one step to the other, the other is in the aspect of marriage, is depending on so many factors. What if you are in school and the person you are going out with is not ready, but you and the school is ready? So at times you have to wait for one another. It could take up to 1 year, it could take up to 6 months, it could take up to 2 years, it could take up to 3 years. There's no given time, there's no particular time that you actually say is the right time. It depends on the people involved. Some persons will be abroad, one person is in Nigeria, the other person is outside Nigeria, and there are things they are looking out for. As soon as those things are in place, the guy can go ahead and propose. However, there are stages in relationship. When somebody is in the talking stage, which is the first one, somebody sees you and is spending high, they want to take you out. That's talking stage. You are saying no, you are sizing up the person is sizing you up. The talking stage can last. That one also can last. It can last 1 year. The talking stage, yes. Now, the moment you now accept to go out with the person, that's another stage. You are dating doesn't mean you are getting married. how long will that take? Also depending on the people involved and the age that is involved. If you have finished school, of course, the kind of relationship you want to have is something that will lead to marriage. If you the two of you are working, of course, since you are working together, you are matured, you want to go into it's not a girlfriend thing. You want to take it further. So depend on the level of your relationship. If you are in a relationship, now we know that you are the two of you are boyfriend girlfriend, and you 1 year you are still doing boyfriend and girlfriend. In the course of discussion, you must have gotten to that level where you will know that this person is the person you would like to marry. As a lady, you don't want to hang around somebody who just, we are going out, we are doing that. You want to be sure. And then you ask questions. You tell people when you're in a relationship, there's nothing stopping you from asking what kind of girl do you want to marry. If the guy makes up his mind, okay, you are the person. Can we do in the next 2 years? Can we then get married? What about if not? Now, the boyfriend girlfriend is another stage. It's the courtship. Now you have agreed. The two of you have agreed that yes, this is my boyfriend, this is my girlfriend. Have you gone to his house? Has he gone to your house? Your friends, do they know him? Your friends, do they know you? Or are you the side chick? If the friend of the person you are dating don't know that she's dating or you are dating her, that means you are side chick or side man. So that also can last another 6 months, 2 years. It all depends on the people involved. At this stage, that when you say you're in courtship, it means members of your family and they now know the two of you. Your family, your parents, or your mother, most of the time it's the father that knows the last guy. It's the last person that knows what is happening anyway. Your mom, your sister, your brothers, they know that this is the person. He's inviting you to programs, church, conference, he's inviting you to weddings, you are going together. Yes, you are in courtship already. So you can go to his house, when you go to his house, his father or his mother will not be angry, they accept you, that's courtship. How long will this also depend on the person? Personally, I believe that when you are in courtship, you have dated and then you have agreed that the two of you are good for each other, you have discussed about your genotype, you have discussed about your health condition, because you have to discuss during that relationship. You must ask questions. Is your genotype? What is your blood? Do you have health challenges? Do all these things you need to discuss? What's your opinion about children? What's your opinion about God? Yes. You know the opinion, you know the mindset of the person that you are in relationship with. And then maybe 2 years, 3 years down the line, I believe personally, this is my personal opinion, that if we have befriended each other for 1 year, 2 years, and now we are to courtship under 1 year, you know that you should plan for marriage. The guy should say, please marry me. Because at that time you already know you have quarreled with each other, you have resolved issues, you know when this person had malaria, you know, didn't run away, because some persons when they are sick, the other person will just disappear. You know, when you have sad, person has been comforting you, when you have issues, you have prayed together, your friends know you have no quarrel, really. You stop calling each other for 2, 3 days, 1 week, and then you come back. That's you are already in courtship. How long will it take a guy to say, I want to marry you? It's depending on that relationship, on the two of you. Now, a guy will always know when he has met the person he thinks can settle down with. And then, there's nothing wrong when you are gisting in front of your friends, your colleagues, and all that. Because at the occasions when you talk about, this is how we go marry himself, you will observe the response of the person, the guy. Now, there are people who extend that relationship for 5 years, 7 years. And I'm wondering, why are you waiting for 5 years, 7 years? And then probably when the issue is, the other person will be angry. No lady actually will want to stay for 5 years. No, I don't think so. 5 years, stay what? What are you looking at? What are you looking for? It's always, it can be hot, it can be bruised, it can be disappointed, but you pick up your life and then move on. Was asking, why are we still single? My parents was asking, why are we still single? My parents want to know. My parents want to know, yes, I want to know. Anyway, I want to know by myself. It's 5 years now. They have not asking to marry. So many questions can come up, and many reasons can actually delay anybody from getting married. But that will be my suggestion. Don't try it.
All right, that is the voice of Mr. Joseph Oludaisi. He is a premarital mentor and expert, of course. So, for those of you who are preparing to get married, those of you who have a relationship already and you're courting, and those of you who are yet to even check a woman or say hello to a man, this is your mentor. Is the real guy that's supposed to give you those expos on how to go about it. And his voice right there, I believe everyone listened to it, right? But if you still have something to add up to that, we might just do that in a few minutes because I'm wrapping up already. There is not time on our side. There was this call that was coming in constantly during his voice note. So please, I might just have to pick only your call. Just keep the calls coming through and let it just be the last one while I do the things that I have right here to add up to it. So he has said it all, okay? So I feel like working away is not the best decision, okay? But understanding and sticking around, just like the relationship expert has said, is just what you should do. And getting to know where exactly this person placed you in their lives is also very important, that you know where they place you. That way, you will understand. Just like the relationship expert has said, right? The years you want to courtship going and growing, it depends on the two of you. It depends on the two individuals that are involved in that relationship. Do you understand? So walking away from a relationship can be a tough decision to make, but it's important for your mental health. If the relationship is toxic, then walking away wouldn't be a problem. Do you understand? But if your significant other does not value you, or the relationship has taken a toxic turn, then it might be time to leave. The involvement of others in the relationship is a surefire sign of walk away. It's a surefire sign of walk away. But of course, like he said, it is not for you to take that final decision just like that. It could be that this young man is going through some sort of personal problems, friendship problems, like that of our caller who says he was in that relationship 10 good years, and the day this question was asked, that was the day he got help. So it's possible. So if you're in that long relationship that it has lasted for more than 2 years, and the person is not making any effort, to give it a name, you're still doing boyfriend, girlfriend, and then just take it easy and be very, very prudent when asking those trivial questions, because those are very, very important phase of your relationship. Asking those questions, it means that you also are ready to take this relationship to the next level. So you want to focus. You want to know what you're building. You want to know who you are building with. So it's very, very okay. So yes, like a couple in a toxic relationship can repair their relationship if the both partners genuinely want to. Do you understand? But the process requires commitment, effort, and often there are other steps that you can follow to make sure that the two of you, do this together. So it doesn't matter. There are people who are already married before they now got to know that, oh, this relationship is toxic. Oh, this person is not my kind of person. You cannot walk away after you're married. You now say this person is not your kind of person. So you just be patient and try to see how you work things out together. Do you understand? So, but there are, of course, different and certain times when it is absolutely necessary to walk away. Then you can walk away. But when it's not necessary, let's try to be patient and understand with each other before we do the walk away. Now, moving over, that's from this one to the next side, where we talk about what should we do to curb the issue of we hurting each other in a relationship. Number one, I feel we should do is share our location wherever you are. And when you meet a new boyfriend or a new girlfriend, make sure that family member, one or two, get to meet them and get to know them. And you also make extra strange getting to know one or two persons from that person's family, like your partner's family, okay? Get to know one or two brother or sister of the family. Get to ask questions about the man or about the woman. Get to know each other, their reactions. Sometimes in relationship we get to pretend a lot, so it's not everything that I will want to show you, but someone that is very close to me might just be the right person that will tell you, oh, this is how Holy Ray behaves. Sometimes Holy Ray is like that. But me, I might not want to tell you. So it's always very important that you get to know one or two relatives in the family that will tell you more about your partner. That way you know how to follow them. Know your surroundings. And of course, to be very, very poised. Carry your purse close to your body and do not leave it unattended in public as a woman. Try not to carry too many packages in public. And above all, when you order a ride, try to share your location to someone and try to have a conversation with someone while in that car or while in that house, so the person that you went to visit will understand that you've spoken to someone about this location and someone or friend is aware of where you are. Okay, so let's not do the hide and seek relationship at this point. Things are getting pretty tough, insecurity everywhere, and we need to stay safe to enjoy this life before we go to our almighty creator. And thank you. As Saleh Dinchi Bali on Facebook says, good evening, Holy. You are doing a great job. Well done. Thank you. Watching you live from two states. Oh, thank you so much for joining me. And Ogonebu Faith, thank you. Languages Easy, thank you. Lekan Shitu, thank you. And for every one of you that join us via the social media platform, don't worry, I'll hit you back as soon as I wrap up the show. And that is that about today's episode of the Relationship Saga Show. Don't forget, the show comes to you every Saturday at 8 p.m. It's where we get the roundtable to conversation about what is happening to us in our various relationships. Please don't forget, when you see something, please say something. And you're not comfortable where you are, please out to me on 070 899 070 899 33005 070 899 33005. And of course, also, this program is up and out sponsorship. Please, if you like this program and you want it to continue on air, don't forget to reach out to me via the same number, and let's see how we can sustain the program on air. I want to say a very big thank you to you for being part of this show and for with Holy Ray. Thank you to the newcomers who just joined us today. Thank you, Eagles FM, and thank you for the engineers and technical team who are supporting me sure that we have this program streamed. Thank you so much. Until I come your way again next week, Saturday, enjoy the Aben, aka Holy Ray, and bye for now. All right, guys, thank you.